let me go foremost for waking us all up this morning. More importantly, he's been a blessed God. Has been extraordinarily, essential to Christy and I. So always give God honor first and foremost, and always pray for you guys. Your eyes, your ears, and your hearts are open to receive the information and retain the information, so that your lives will never be the same. In Jesus' name, amen and amen. All right, perfect. All right, so let me go and throw a prayer. I got no prayers out there, so we be blessed. All right, so no worries, y'all. I know what home is for me. So, all right. So let me share my screen here, real quickly. And like I say, Christy and I are both going to be doing this particular session right here. But before I show you guys some patterns here, again, we're going to look for a couple of patterns, and I'm going to show you guys let's say if we see a double top, and we're going to show you how to mark up certain things and stuff like that. Okay, give me one quick second here. So does anybody have any particular currency pair that you're familiar with? Maybe I know they looked at what the NOS 100 is what people scalped this morning. You guys want to look at that? Just want to look at some currency pairs, or you just want me to pick one and show you some things? Here's something interesting I want to show you guys with the candlesticks. That I think you guys would be awesome. I'm going to show you guys a pattern, but let me show you something. Let me show you a little trick right here for a lot of people who don't know. All right. Everybody can see my screen, right? Can everyone see my screen?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
yeah, we can see it.
all right, perfect. So
Yes.
whenever you guys see a particular trend, for example, let's say this is an uptrend right here, right? Let's see, it went up, pull back. This particular, I'm gonna mark this real quickly here. I'm not gonna. All right, so let's say this is the uptrend right here, right? Now, here's something that I've kind of learned. Whenever you guys start seeing a trend, right, and it starts to go up, once you see three full candles form in that trend, all right, the first three of them, all right, the three full ones, three candles have closed going in that particular direction. Usually the next one is going to be the same color, or it's going to formulate that trend for you. All right, let me show you an example on here. See it? 1, 2, 3. All right, these first three, let's say I want to get in here and I put my buy trade in here. Look how many pips I can get. If I look up here, let me show another one. 3 candles. All right. It broke through, but let me look. Let's say we go up here and I show 3 major candles. 1, 2, 3 full candles that close in that direction. If you have 3 full candles that close, 3 red ones here, 1, 2, 3, that usually gives me an indication of what trend I'm going to be in.
What do you mean by full candles?
So what I mean by full candles is that not the doji candles. So it's not the little ones. Okay, so we need full candle, like this one right here. Y'all see this full candle right here? This one right here? That's a full candle, right? That's a full candle. That's a full candle. Not the little ones. Let me show you if I can expand it out. The little ones, we call them doji. So this little one right here, y'all see this little one right here?
Yeah.
That's not a full one, okay? This little one here, that's not a full one. Now I'm gonna show you guys what those candles do, all right? The doji is one of the candles I'm gonna show you guys. But once you have 3 full ones, for example, right here, full one, full one, full one, 3, that lets you know, okay, it's going down. Look what happened. Even though it came back up, it pulled all the way back down. It usually gives you an indication. It's kind of crazy, right? No, that's not the only thing you need to look at when you're looking at trades, but it helps, right? Because if you want to go in, you can actually scout that. Okay, anywhere I can put, let me pull up another currency pair and show y'all. Anywhere you see like 3 candles, right? Engulfing candles, we'll go over engulfing candles, dojis, all that, okay? Just on Thursday, and I'll show you guys, just like y'all, I did the PDF, we'll have the candlesticks. We're only doing like 5 of them, 5, 6 of them. We're not doing a bunch of them. Because this candlestick Bible is just way too long, way too big, and you just gotta find a strategy that works for you, and these candles, it helps you with reversal, and it helps you with trends. right? Support and resistance. So let me just show you that real quickly here. Give me another currency. I'll pick one over here. AUD, USD. Let me show you guys. Remember, three full candles in the direction of the trend gives it to you. Watch this. Full candle. Oh, better yet. Let me do this one here. Look at this. Full candle, full candle, full candle. 3 full candles downtrend. Look at this. All right. This one here. 3 full candles for the blue. 1, 2, 3. Look what happened. All right. Y'all get what I'm saying now? Did y'all see what I'm saying? That's just a small indicator, right? Not the doji candles, not the ones that with the long wick, not the little tiny ones, right? We're talking about the fuller candles. If you see 3
having a wick is okay.
Having a wick is fine. Yes, having a wick is fine. Because most candles, just about every candle has a wick. But you have one that has really small, that like I said, called the dojis. And I'm going to teach you guys that, so I don't want to confuse you. I'll break it down on Thursday, what those candles actually do. But if you see 3 that's going in that trend, right? 3 full ones, that's where you understand, okay, this I can put in a sell. I can scalp a sell trade.
Chee,
Right? Yes.
I see that you're on the 1 hour time frame. Does this work on any time frame, or should you be on the higher time frame?
Well, I'm looking at the 1 hour, but it usually, that's the one I've been using. I've actually tried it out on that one. I have not tried it out on the 5 or 15 minute. I don't usually trade off of that, to be honest with y'all. I mark my charts. If I mark, like I scalp, so I usually go into 1 minute. But what I want to show you guys is what I do when you're marking up charts, 1 hour and 4 hours, or even a daily, is actually the best way, because you want to see the pattern. You want to see the overall trend, the overall pattern. Does it work in a 15 minute? I have not tried it because I don't usually mark it on that. But we can look at it. Let's take a look at it. Hold on 1 second here. Let me look at it here. So let's see if we see 3 candles, 3 full candles in our trend. Let's see what happens. Now, let's see here. Let's see, 3 full candles going up here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it pulls back, but then it starts going up here. It went up. So, and it's doing a consolidation, you're waiting for the breakout, right? However, if you pull 3 full candles, usually gives it to you. All right. And like I say, it has to be, they're not consolidation. I wish I could move this thing a little better here. Hold on, guys. Let me stretch out a little better for you guys. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. That should be a little better. And let me do this at the bottom here too. All right. All right, so we're going to be looking at some patterns here real quickly. I'm going to show you guys something here. AUD USD. I'm going to mark this thing. All right, this is on a 15 minute, but I'm going to show you guys something that we kind of learned, right? That we learned when it came to the patterns. All right. So again, 3 candles usually give us an indication. I know it does it on the 1 hour. I have not tried it on 15 minutes. So I usually don't mark on the 15 minute, I mark on the hour, and I usually scalp. But this is actually right. And you can try it with the 15 minute as well. Christy does that. But right here, let me show you guys something right here real quickly. This is AUD USD. Anybody, couple of things that I do, I look for either when I'm looking at patterns, again, you have the list in front of you, but you really want to get yourself familiarized with the best pattern that works for you. All right. I mean, you definitely have the list in front of you when you mark it up. When I mean mark it up is, and we'll have to probably go over a better tutorial on that. I think we'll have to do a whole tutorial on that. I know Kiana does it on her TradingView class. But let me show you what I'm talking about here. I like the double tops and the double bottoms. because those are like, reversals, which puts me in a nice way for me to make money. All right, and so of course it's really based on the trend. All right, give me 1 second here. So we will mark some things up here. What's still we're looking at here? All right, hold on. And again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a live market, so I'm actually looking at some stuff. But what I want to show you guys tonight is how you might want to mark up a particular chart based on when you put it in here. I do mine's off the 1 hour. That I strongly recommend that. Any markups, I strongly recommend on the 1 hour. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna show you guys a couple things here. I'm gonna show you guys 2 patterns that I just see right here. All right. And you can look at it and show. I'm looking at and I'm gonna draw it out, and you tell me what you guys think when you see it. Okay. All right. This one. All right, here we go. Watch this. I'm gonna draw it out. Okay. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Get rid of that one. All right, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, let me put it out here. All right. And then it would be, okay. And then let me put my, and then what I want to show you guys tonight is one of the best things that you guys should have is where to mark your support and resistance line. Okay, we're gonna do that tonight because everything is really based off of that. All right. But what does this kind of look like?
Look at the triple top.
Triple top.
Okay, it looks like a
Head
triple
and
top.
shoulders.
Okay.
Head and shoulders.
Head and shoulders.
Head and
All right.
shoulders.
It does look so right. So the head and shoulders.
M pattern.
Or
M pattern.
the M pattern is what we said, the triple top. So 1, 2, 3, right? And then it broke, right? Right? Right, and then it went down. Let's see, retested. Now, this is a good example right here, ladies and gentlemen. Even though this looks like the triple top, remember I was telling you guys, right? The retest is this candle right here, right? And it went down, okay? Now, remember I was telling you guys, you have to wait for it to come back up to your line of resistance. Remember I told you, excuse me, your line of support?
Right.
And it has to test. And then if it's a triple top, it has to test and what? Come back down, right?
Correct.
But what if it doesn't? Right?
And it's a continuation.
It's a continuation, right? So it kept going up. See, remember I told you, don't go into the trade just because you see it here. Because if you go in here and you put a sell trade in, right? Guess what happens, right? It tested it, but it's telling me, okay, we still got continuation. It's going back up. Okay? That's why it's important that you guys know the patterns and know what the patterns do.
Could that be a rectangle?
Yeah.
A rectangle bottom?
Right? This can also be a flat, right? So let's say I missed it and it's okay. This thing went up here. Let me show you guys this right here. To me, this looks like it's, you tell me what this looks like. And this is just what it looks like to me. Hold on. Wrong thing here. Hold on, guys. I apologize. All right, look at this right here. This one. All right, Chrissy.
Flag.
Boom, a flag. All right, so hold on, y'all. All right, so yeah, so it looks like, so we'll say that's a flag. And if this is a flag, what we're gonna do, look at the chart. right? And then we're gonna see what it do.
Mhm.
All right, let me take that thing off. So this right here, hold on. All right, so let's move this thing over here. Let me. All right. Hold on 1 second here. Let me get to my screen over here, guys. All right, so what we're looking at now for this particular thing in this particular pattern is when you draw it up, you identify what's it going to do. All right, and so when I drew this thing up right here, so we'll say, who say it's a flag? So
I did.
What trend are we in? That's the first thing we want to look at. What trend are we in? Is it reverse to an uptrend, right? Okay, so based on this flag pattern, all right, we need for it to do one or two things. So if it's a bullish flag, right, because it looks like it's turning around to go back up to an uptrend, right?
Right.
So the bullish flag. What does the bullish flag need to do?
Okay,
Yeah,
test
break.
first with red and
Break.
then come back green.
Right.
Break, retest, and go back
Right.
up.
Retest, right? So it broke, it retested up here, right? It went back down. So we're right here,
Bearish flag.
right? So now, what we're looking at here, so now, okay, we're looking at it and say, well, is it a bearish flag now?
Yeah.
Because it retests and it's coming back down, but it really isn't because, let me show you something.
Ooh, Chee.
Watch this. Let me show you the line right here. It didn't go all the way down, right? This is your line right here. I'm gonna make it bigger. Whenever you guys, hold on, y'all. I'm messing up this thing here.
You got it. Did you take that off?
I did.
All right, just click again
Hold on, y'all.
and delete. Yes. Go ahead. What are you doing?
All right, y'all. Give me a second here. My computer's touchscreen, so that's why y'all see me having all these problems. Cause my screen is touchscreen, so I gotta every time I touch something, that's what I do my trade, but then it mess me all up. All right, so when we sit here and we saw the pattern at first, right? Okay, you're gonna have more than one pattern, y'all, when you look for certain patterns in trading, and you want to see what is it going to do. All right. And so in this case, when we looked at it, okay, when we looked at it, this looked like it was going to be really and truly, it still is a bullish flag. Okay. All right. Because here's the deal. Even though it came down, right, my support line is here. Right. This is the last point it came down and it tested. So that's my support line right there. Let me get rid of this line right here. This is the very last line, major turning point. Hold on, there it is. All right, so even though it came down, right, this is a live market. I'm not going to sit down and put a sell trade in. Okay, I'm not. Well, it has to break and retest. That's why you don't do that. You're gonna put a sell trade in and then it shoots back up on you. See, you don't do that. Miss Christie, you know better than you trade. So now, here's another thing about patterns that I love, y'all. When y'all see the patterns on here, you know you can scalp these trades, right? That you can scalp these because you know what it's supposed to do. Anything that breaks support or breaks a resistance line, like the new support line that I had marked up here was right here. That's an easy scalp. It was right here. This is where it bounced off every single time. Came down, it bounced off here. Came down, bounced off here. It broke. Anytime it broke, it breaks support. Y'all know what do you do when something breaks support?
Into the trade.
Retest.
Well,
Wait for the retest.
wait for the retest, but when it breaks, what direction is it going to break in? If it's breaking from your support
Keep
line,
on going the direction of it, going
It's
down
going
or
down.
up.
Good
It's
down.
gonna- it has to break down, right? So if anytime it breaks your so anytime you mark a line like this, y'all, you have a
Becomes
support.
bearish.
It has to go down and retest. So you can actually scalp these trades just by looking at the charts. So when you guys see it, this was your support line right here, because this is where it was bouncing off of, and it broke. The minute it broke that line and it starts going down, you can put sell trades in just to scalp it. This is what scalpers do. And then it comes down here. All right? So you can get you some money off of that right there because it broke you can literally trade off your support and resistance lines. A lot of master traders do that, okay? And make a lot of money. They scalp it here and they have a zone. They know, okay, this is my left. This was the old support line. This is my new one right here. Okay, so really you're supposed to trade within this little area right here. But look what happened between support and resistance. Well, guess what? It broke again, didn't it? So whenever you break your support line, okay, it has to come back up and retest. Well, when it breaks support, guys, this becomes your new resistance line, right?
Right.
Because it broke support. So that's no longer going to be support. Your new support is going to be somewhere down here. This becomes your new resistance line. Whenever it breaks support, the line that used to be support becomes your new resistance line. So make sure you want to write that down. It becomes your new resistance line. And when it comes up here, if it hits your resistance line and it bounces off and it starts going down, it's retested and told us it's going to be sell. If it keeps going, we call it continuation, right?
Right.
Right? So even if it broke my new resistance line, it always has to go up, retest, and go up again.
It's going up. I missed every pair I looked at, it was going down, just straight down, straight down. I was like, look at that money.
Right. Every time.
Yeah, I have another mentor.
All right, y'all, let me go ahead and mute everybody out here for a second because I got a lot of background noise. I love y'all. So you can mute yourselves now. You want to know how to trade, ladies and gentlemen? Let me show you. We're going to show you support and resistance line on a chart, and you can scalp that all day long. All day long. Just off of support and resistance. You can mark some patterns, even if your patterns don't look the way it's supposed to. If you look at the chart, you know what it's supposed to do. And that's the important part. You know what it's supposed to do. So, support and resistance, that's all I want you guys. So I'm going to clear all the stuff off, and I'm just going to show you that real quickly. Because, again, this is a live market, so I didn't go in and I thought about that, I said, but I wanted to do it with you guys so we get on here and we find patterns. The same ones you see on the PDF that you got to show you that they're gonna do the same thing. I used the 1 hour and 4 hour. All right, I use the 1 hour to mark up. 1 hour, 4 hour. Use the higher time frames to mark up your charts. Okay? Because even the lower time frames, it's not going to look the same. Let me go ahead and tell you that now. Because that does not look at that. That's a 15-minute. Okay? That's the 1 hour. That's why you have to know, once you know your support and resistance lines, you always trade, you can trade within the zone. Look at this. The same chart I have on the 1 hour, right? The same lines that you saw, I put my lines right here. These two lines, y'all see this one, and this one? Look at it on the 15-minute. It's here. The one that I have marked up right there is this one right here. Put it over here. This is consolidation right here. Right? This is consolidation right here. Support and resistance, y'all. This is my support line. Let me check off all these lines right here. I'm gonna show you let me show you the key to trading right now. I'm about to blow your mind. Let me just show you this. If you don't know nothing else, if you know support and resistance, you make a ton of money. A ton. This right here is consolidating, right? Because it's going up and down, right? Y'all see that? We
Yeah.
call that consolidation, right? This is my support line. Move this on. Let me delete this one here. Hold on. My support line is right here. I'm gonna mark it. Right? Come on, y'all.
Oh, we gotta write this.
No, my support line is right here. My support line is right here because that's where that candlestick right there. Those two candlesticks right there gave me my support line. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Those
Yeah.
two candlesticks,
Yep.
right?
Mhm.
Yes.
They gave me that's my new support line right there. All right. So right here, okay, people making they go in here, okay, they say this is consolidating. It didn't hit up here. Now I don't usually trade consolidation. I wait for it to do what? It got to do something. Got to break out. Either going to break out up here or break out down here. Okay, right?
Right.
Consolidation. Y'all see that, right? Support and resistance
Yeah.
consolidation.
Right.
So we're watching it, and then it breaks towards the bottom, right? It breaks here. Came down. What is this blue candle? What did it do?
Retest, retesting.
Retested.
Mhm.
All right, but it came back down, right?
Yep.
So where am I going into my trade?
You're gonna
On the
sell
second candle.
the
second
candle,
candle.
that one right there.
The second candle, look at that. Right? It came all the way down. All right? All the way down. Okay? So now, I done got, what, how many pips is that? Let's see right here. All right, hold on. Let's see how many pips it is that you got right there. You went the second candle all the way to the bottom.
27.
27 pips right there. Watch this. 27 pips. You know it broke. You know it retested. And then you got a nice little decent lot size. You ain't got to do 0.01 because you know how to trade. So what if you put in $1? $5. You think you made money?
Yep.
And that's based on 15-minute now?
That's on the 15-minute, right? But these bars, right? It's 15 each. Each one of these candles, when you see a 15-minute, each one of these candles are 15 minutes, okay? Now, what I want you to see more importantly is don't worry about don't look at, the timing and the candles. I want you guys to see the support and resistance and see what it's supposed to do every single time. And you make money right off of that. Let me look at the 5-minute. Let's do the 5-minute. Let's show you this. Right? This right here is consolidating. Now, I don't even know what this is going to do yet, but this right here, this is on the 5-minute. That is my support line. And this is my resistance line right here. All of that is consolidation. All right, so in a situation like this, right, I'm not going to scout this. This is consolidation. Okay? Some people try that. I'm on a 5-minute. All right? I trade the higher time frames because I can get more pips if I know what it's going to be doing. All right? Because if I see this on the 15-minute, and it's 15 minutes, y'all, and it broke, it retests, and it coming down, I'm making money because I know what it's supposed to do. That's what I want you guys to see about this. If nothing else, I'm not even gonna get technical. I'm not gonna give you nothing that's technical, right? If you know what it does when it breaks support and it breaks resistance, you will make money. I don't care what currency pair you pick. I don't care what it is you pick. You get what I'm saying to you? If you understand that simple concept of that, y'all, you're making money. You're making money. Look at it right here. This right here was the last, this was the last support line right up here. I mean, last resistance line right here. This is Bitcoin. Bitcoin been going up. This is the last point, right? This is the resistance point right here. This right here, this I'm on a 5-minute candle. This right here,
Right there.
this would be my last support line, right? Where the last week is, that's my support down here. Well, it's a little bit up than that, it's right there, right there. Watch this. It's just going up, going down. It's on the 5-minute. You wanna know how to trade? Again, you gotta be patient, because now, what did it do?
It broke.
Resistance.
Resistance.
What do you do every time?
Resistance,
Broke resistance. It gotta go up,
Retest.
retest.
and it's gonna keep, and it's going up. It's going up, all right? Every time it breaks support or breaks the resistance, ladies and gentlemen, you can scalp the trade. That's how you scalp and make easy money. You can do it all day. Because what does it have to do? Anytime it breaks resistance, it goes up, it has to what?
Retest.
Has to retest. Every time it breaks support, what does it have to do? Go down and
Retest. Retest.
so if you can mark that right there, TradingView tells you if you buy TradingView, y'all, you can put alarms on this stuff. They give you an alarm so you can see where it's going to come in, and when that alarm hits, you just pull up that currency pair, okay, boom, and you can get in. You set alarms for this stuff. I haven't bought it yet, so I can't get y'all to y'all. I've been cheap, even though I could afford it. I've been cheap. I'll be lying to you. Yeah, I mark up like everybody else. You know, I think Aaron got it. I need to get it though. I think Kiana got it too. Thank Kiana has it. All right.
Yeah, I got it too. I love it.
Right. The time. So watch this, y'all. If y'all think, you love support and resistance, and you can trade off of that and scalp, wait till I show you candles. Wait till I show you the candle, and you can set an alarm on the candle. And you can set an alarm on the candle, and when that candle shows up, you'll know, is that a bullish? Is that a hammer? Is that a doji? And guess what? You're rocking and rolling. Yeah, that's fun. I think so. I haven't looked at it yet. But I'm gonna show y'all the candlesticks on top of that. All I'm gonna show you guys, because I can draw this out and start doing different things in the patterns, but I wanna show you guys each pattern. Do you see the entry point when you look at the chart? Each pattern, the only entry point is what? When it breaks support or it breaks resistance, right? Every one of them. Every one of them. Take a look, every one of them. Entry point is not till after it has broke support or broke resistance and retested. Every one of them. Each pattern. So it doesn't matter what the pattern is. If you understand how to draw your support and resistance lines and understand I can put a timer in, you can put a timer in, so when this thing getting ready to break, and you can scalp that sucker and make money. Everything has to break and retest, always. And when you understand certain candles, we're gonna do that Thursday. I'm gonna show you some candles on Thursday. And then on TradingView, when you buy it, you have to pay for that. It's a little extra. Only like, how much is it? Like, it's only like $20, $15, $20. But
It's
you
$15.
No, you set a timer, right? And let me show you where the candles are. Hold on. Watch this. I think it's hold on. No, okay, hold on. It's right here. And then it shows you not cancel. Hold on. think this is the one I look here. Hold on. Is it even a doji? All right, yes, here it is. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. This is an engulfing bullish. See what it says? See what it shows you right here?
Yep.
Engulfing bullish. It literally tells you this, okay? Bullish engulfing. So if you understand what that candle is going to do, a bullish engulfing, you can get into the trade at that candle, knowing it's going to go up. And even though it comes down right here, remember, you're not going to get out the trade and freak out because it didn't break. It did not break your support line, ladies and gentlemen. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't break your support line. So that means I'm gonna move this real quickly. My stop loss will be somewhere over here, right there. My stop loss will be there. So just in case it breaks my support line, but I can go into this trade right here. Bullish engulfing, buy trade, just by the candle. Watch this. 3 candles in a row too, confirmation, right? If you had 3 full candles in a row in that direction, usually it's going up. Three candles in the direction, going down, all right? Then all of a sudden, look at this. Look where it is now.
Wow.
Just because you know what this is, bullish engulfing. And you can set an alarm. So when you want to see, oh, bullish engulfing, it'll send a ringer to you in any currency. And then you be like, you know what, bullish engulfing, I know what that's gonna do. I'm going in. That's not the only confirmation, all right? I want sure that's not your only confirmation, but that lets you know right there, okay, I know what a bullish engulfing gonna do. Then I see it, okay. Bullet, I see my 3 candles, okay. It didn't break my resistance line, excuse me, it didn't break my support line. Okay, y'all see what I'm saying? Are y'all getting this? This making sense to you?
Yep.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, it's making sense.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right.
How do you make money? You said it gets so many pips if you're betting on every minute. And by the time you bet the next minute, I'm sorry, this is Rudy speaking. By the time you bet the next minute, then it moved from where you initially started. So
exactly.
How do you continue to make money from that bullish engulfing line if you just place your
you don't
trade
get out of the trade? See, here's the thing, Rudy. A lot of times, this is what people do, and I've been guilty of this myself. You see what it says right here, the bullish engulfing right here? See this one right here?
Mm-hmm.
Right? If I understand what this is going to do, even though I'm going to the trade here, right, and it comes down, a lot of people get out of the trade right here. They go, oh my gosh, it's reversing. Oh my gosh, it's a downtrend. You already marked it. That wick, all the way down. But people freak out and they get out of the trade right here. But then it showed right back up. All right, we're looking at 5-minute chart. Okay, y'all? Oh, it's uptrend.
So then do you say you want so many pips and then you
Right.
set your take profit up
Exactly. So you
however many pips?
right, you can set your profit how many pips that you want. All right. But the whole thing about what I want to show y'all is when you understand it, I just picked one, y'all. I just put the bullish engulfing. All right. I can do another one. I just want you guys to understand when you understand certain candles, what it's supposed to do, even though this thing is pulling down, you're not going to freak out and get out of the trade because it hasn't broken support or resistance. It hasn't broken anything. You get what I'm saying? It ain't broke nothing. And what do we know? If it hasn't broken anything, you just trading in the zone. A lot of people get out of the trade because they see it going negative. So they start thinking, oh my gosh, I'm losing money, right? It didn't break. It didn't break my support line. So why am I getting out of trade? Just because it's going negative.
So Chee, Once it does not break the
Okay,
support line,
yes.
you should remain in the trade,
Right,
whether it's a blue or red candle.
right. Depends. If you go with the trend, so this is an uptrend right now.
Right,
This is uptrend. So if it ain't broke, this is my support line right here, right?
right,
Okay, because look what happened here. My old support line went up, retested, and it shot up. Okay?
right.
If it ain't come back down here, it didn't go below this. Guess what? I'm not coming out. I don't have to come out to trade.
Oh, I see.
You see what I'm saying? You ain't got to come out to trade. I'll do you one better. Watch this. All it did was it hit this is my resistance point, right?
Right,
It didn't break it. So guess what? It came back. What goes up, this is my ceiling, right? Boom, the ball hits my ceiling, comes down. Okay, this right here was this became the new support line right here.
right.
Okay, so let's say I move this up. Let me move this up and show y'all something. Okay, this became my new support line. All right, so then it went up, came back down, went up. Okay, it broke a little bit, retested, and it came down. All right, but then it looks like this is consolidation right here, but it's right here, broke down. So this became my new, right here, became my new support line. That's
Right.
what, that last point, right? Okay, so long as they don't, whenever it breaks, it gotta do something, y'all. It has to break support and resistance. That's when most people trade off of, most master traders. So if it ain't breaking anything, I ain't coming out of it. I don't have to. I know I mark my chart and it ain't broke. Now you can take it in between. Right, you got several take profits, y'all. So once you understand your support and resistance lines, you can go into the trade and understand I ain't coming out. I'm gonna get all these pips. I might TP1 right here, TP2 right here. Guess what? It hits the same. Yo, it hits the same. So if I know from here to here is my point right here, it comes back down. It stays. This is your zone.
I've taken Kiana's class, but I still cannot understand support. I mean, I know what support and resistance is,
Okay.
but I can't identify it on the chart. Like I just did my support and resistance. It's totally way
Okay.
off from yours.
All right, so let me help you out here. So we're gonna help you out here. We got you.
I'll tell you something that helped me. So instead of looking at candlesticks, because sometimes the noise is just too much for my eyes, and let's say I'm looking at another pair. All right, this is everywhere to me. Okay. All right, let me hide that.
Yeah, excellent.
See, I don't like a lot of noise on my stuff. Because it's just too much for me. So if I wanted to set my support and resistance lines, and I'm just moving my candles, I don't look at candles. I actually switch to the line chart, and then I can clearly see, okay, it hit this point several times, and I might put the line right there. Or it's hitting this twice. So that's usually where I will put my support and resistance lines, or I will put my trend line there, because I can see it hit here, it hit here, it hit here as well. So if I'm putting let me get my little diagonal line. If I want to start here in my lower low, because it came down, then I might put a trend line here, it touches here, and it's going up, right?
Right.
And that's where I will put my lines. And same thing on here. If I wanted to do the top, from here, it touched up here, and I will put my line here and see where it's going. It actually broke through right here. So those are things that you want to look at, or I can put it up here.
Right. So
that would be like your support and resistance line going this way. But go ahead.
So here's the deal. So the easiest way to remember support and resistance, y'all, it's where it actually hits and it doesn't go through. So put the candlesticks back up.
You like the candlestick. I don't like marking it on candlesticks.
Yeah, I like my candlestick.
I don't like marking it on candlesticks, babe. I'm gonna let you do it.
Let's get your custom that. That line stuff.
You like, put it back.
Yeah, I don't know, but I like to see.
You see, we do things differently.
Right.
And I'm not going.
2 days after your anniversary. Just 2 days.
Right.
That's it, eh?
That's it. All right.
As long as they're making money, that's okay.
That's it.
Funny.
Well, support.
And I mark up on a higher time frame. So if you mark up on the 4 hour, then I'm gonna trade on the 1 hour. If I'm marking up on the 4 hour, if I'm marking up on the 1 hour, I'm trading on a 15-minute.
Okay.
Right. So support and resistance is always that line where the candle hits the ceiling. So right, it hits something and it's gonna cause it to go down. It's like a ball. All right. If you're sitting at home right now, right, and you throw a ball to the ceiling, what is it gonna do?
Go down.
Bounce back down.
Right? So the ceiling is stopping the ball from going all the way through your roof, right?
Yep.
Right.
Okay. That same ball, if you bounce it on the ground, it's gonna do what?
Go back
Come
up.
back up.
Go back up. Now, the floor is preventing that ball from going all the way through, through the cement all the way down.
Right.
Right? It's no different with the candlesticks. All right. That candlestick is like the ball. It's gonna go up, it's gonna hit that ceiling, and it's gotta come back down.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna hit that floor like the ball, and it gotta go back up. That's support and resistance. So you always look to find out where it hit last.
It hit last. Okay.
Right? So right here is the very bottom, right? So this is where it hit last. This is the last point right here.
Well, that's gonna hurt.
Right? And then right here would be my line for, I'm putting it back down. So this would be my resistance line because this is where it hit right here. Just for the one, I'm just looking, this one, I see it hit right here and it came down, right? It hit right here, it came down, it hit right here. Y'all see it touch? See? But guess what? Guess what we learned tonight? Once it breaks resistance,
Retest.
retest. And then the next candle lets me know once it retest, I see that blue candle, it comes down. I start seeing that blue candle going up, I'm going in, right?
Yeah.
What? What kind of trade am I putting in?
Bye.
Buy trade.
Yes, if I
Even if it come down, buy trade. And even if this thing comes down here, I'm not getting out of trade. Why? Because it didn't break.
Right.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're learning something.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, I'm learning.
LRB.
LRB.
Yeah, LRB.
You see how you're learning it
This is
now?
LAB.
Great time. JCB.
JC? Y'all so bad, right? Yeah. Guys, and I'm just showing you guys stuff here to where we're going to look at, like I said, we're going to look at candles. And so imagine if you just know that. And like I said, I'm going to show you guys the candles. And I mean, once you see the candles, it's going to start making a lot of sense because you'll know what to do in those candles. And when, I don't see any here. Hold on. I got to go back to that. On the 5 minute, I need to go to 1 hour time frame.
I got it.
Hold on, guys. Give me a second here. This touch screen. Oh, the touch screen on my not hurt.
And use the mouse then.
All
What's up? See, I'm over here, dying.
right. Y'all so bad. All right. So
You got big fingers. That's why.
I know, right? Hit the screen.
That's what it is.
So this is what we're gonna do, y'all. See all these candles here, right in here. So what I'm gonna do is, you see that hammer? Look what happened when you see that candlestick. When you see that candle, it says hammer, right?
Mhm.
And then it explains it, right? And so what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna show y'all candles on Thursday, show y'all what it's supposed to do, what it means. If you see a blue one, if you see a red one, because if you understand what this candle means, if it means that we're gonna have more sellers than buyers, right? Because it's pushing up or it's pushing down. You'll be able to get into a trade here. And for example, this says hammer, but this is a, what hammer is it? Is it bullish? I don't even know what this is. All right.
The bearish.
It's a bear. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, it's a bear. Hold on. Oh, I can't say it. You can't stand this. You know, I'm not even looking at this thing. It's getting on my nerves. Can't hear this. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look at candles on Thursday. I'm gonna show it to y'all. I'm gonna show you what it means. We're gonna do another PDF. So when y'all put an alarm on these candles, you're gonna be able to look at it. It's supposed to do something. You're gonna make sure it breaks support and resistance. Ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna know how to trade. That is it tonight, y'all. Hopefully y'all learned some new stuff tonight. Hopefully y'all more comfortable. How y'all feeling?
Oh my gosh.
Y'all better come through. Come through.
Smarter. Hey, Chee. Chiano.
Feeling great.
All right, good.
Chiano.
Hey, we gonna inbox you about that line.
I know, right? So Thursday, don't be late.
Chiano.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Chiano.
Yes,
On
sir.
behalf of everybody here, we want to thank you, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate you putting it down.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Christy. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Christy.
So much.
Yes, you are.
Thank you.
Yes, Chiano, I want to say thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Thursday.
God, I'm still lost. I don't want to leave Christy out. I don't want to leave Christy out.
Thank you, Chee and Christy.
Thank you, Chee. Thank you, Christy.
Thank y'all.
Christy.
See you on Thursday.
You Thursday, brother.
Thursday.